Before I move on, please subscribe to Cordell the Culinary Diva YouTube. Go to my Instagram, Cordell the Culinary Diva, or go to my Facebook page, Cordell the Culinary Diva, all one word. Hi, I'm the Culinary Diva and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to do some oven fried chicken. It is a very quick and simple dish to make. We're going to have some sides with it later, but I'm just going to show you how to do some oven fried chicken. So what I've done is I have soaked some chicken breast overnight in buttermilk. So what I did was I took some buttermilk and some seasoning. I did complete seasoning and garlic powder, and I put in chicken breast. And so it's soaked overnight so that the flavors can meld and get really inside the chicken quite a bit. What I'm going to do is I have Italian panko breadcrumbs, and I'm going to pour this at the bottom of this pan. And then I'm going to season it. These are seasoned a little bit, but I like to add a little bit of extra seasoning to them. So you just move it around a little bit. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my chicken breast and I get them coated really well in these panko breadcrumbs. So I have my chicken breast here. Get all the buttermilk off of it. And really press it in. And since it's just soaked, like you don't have to double dredge it or anything like that. All you have to do is you just press it into the breadcrumbs really, really well, and then it coats it. So I'm gonna make sure I really get a good amount of breadcrumbs. Flip it over. Get some more breadcrumbs. Flipping it until it's coated really well. You want to make sure that it's really coated so you can get that crunch of the fried chicken. Even though we're not going to fry it, we're going to fry it in the oven. So I have my first chicken breast. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray this chicken on this side, and then I'll spray all of it once I get all of them complete. So just get the cooking spray. Really get it coated in there. And so this side will go. And what you want to do is you want to put this on a rack so that when you're cooking it, the air flows through in the oven and it fries pretty evenly. So I'm going to take my next breast and get it into these breadcrumbs and keep flipping it as so. I like fried chicken, but I do not like to eat deep fried chicken all the time. It's my body reacts to it not so well, and it's just not good for you. It's not healthy. I mean, it's delicious, of course, but it's not the healthiest thing. So I try to figure out other ways to fry chicken. And oven fried chicken is the best way, and this is like the super, super, super easy method of doing fried chicken. So as you see, this is pretty quick. I'm getting each piece on. So this is going to be absolutely delicious. Get my other piece in. Actually, let me add some more breadcrumbs. Add some more seasoning. And get this mixed in really well. It's okay to use your hands. You want to really get it mixed in. This is a big piece of chicken breast. It's really amazing to come up with alternative ways to have your comfort food and still be able to enjoy it in the ways that we're used to enjoying it. So this is a quick method that I came up with. There's other ways where you can double dredge it, you can put it in egg, you can do all these different things, but I found that this actually is a foolproof way and it actually works. You just gotta have a little bit of patience and take your time and really get it coated with the breadcrumbs, and then really press in the breadcrumbs, especially if it's a big piece. And then I keep flipping it. And this piece is almost ready. So I'm gonna spray this piece. And what this cooking spray does, it acts as like the oil, so it fries in the oven, which is really, really amazing. So it's kind of the little secret there. And the panko, I use the panko because the panko is Japanese breadcrumbs, if you don't know. And Japanese breadcrumbs automatically have a great crunch to them. So I like to use the panko. And then I have my last piece. Get this in, get this really pressed in really well. And I have my oven preheated at 425 degrees. You want your oven preheated pretty high because you want it to really get the outer coating cooked so that it adheres to the chicken. The buttermilk also helps it adhere to the chicken as well, the buttermilk mixture that I put together. So that helps the breadcrumbs adhere to the chicken. So I like doing that. Press that in and then spray it. Get this on the rack. Coat it really well. You see how beautiful that is? And you want to get it on a rack where, you know, it's not touching. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spray all of it, spray this side really well. And this is going to put a little bit of oil into the chicken breast. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this in the oven. It's at 425 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes, and we're going to have delicious oven fried chicken. So I'm going to go ahead and get my burners going as I put together this kale. I'm going to do a saute my onions first, so I'm going to go ahead and cut up my onions, get them sauteed. This is going to be a pretty light dish that we're making today. And I like to sometimes make some very light dishes. I know some watching have seen me do some very, you know, heart-healthy, heavy dishes and things like that. But this is, you know, or not really heart-healthy, but some heavy dishes. So this is a lighter take on a few items. So this meal is going to be pretty light and tasty. So we're eating a little bit light today. We've been eating a little heavy this week for most of the days, and so we're gonna lighten it up tonight by just having some oven fried chicken and some delicious sauteed kale. So it looks like my olive oil is heated pretty well. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw in my onions and get that going. And then you always want to, as soon as you put your onions in so they can sweat out, you always want to put a little bit of salt. And you put in a little bit of pepper. And then I didn't put that much salt because I'm going to season this some more with some more seasoning. So I just wanted to add a little bit for now. So I have my olive oil going for my glazed carrots. What I did was I took some carrots. I took 4 medium to small carrots. I chopped them up, and I'm going to first saute them. So first go ahead and saute them. I'm going to let these onions cook and go. I like doing meals like this because they're actually really filling, because you're getting a lot of veggies and you're getting your protein in. You're just not getting as many carbs. There is some carbs, of course. There's carbs in the carrots. Onions has a little bit of carbs. And of course the oven fried chicken, the breading, does have carbs, but it doesn't have as much carbs as if I did, fried chicken and, or, did some type of casserole or anything like that. So here, I'm just letting these all saute. I'm going to go ahead and season my carrots. Carrots, you just want to season with salt and pepper, because I'm going to do a sweet glaze on them, so they can be glazed carrots. I'm getting this going. And these carrots cook, in about the same amount of time that the kale is going to cook. And this looks like a lot of kale, but kale cooks down just like any leafy green. It cooks down pretty quickly. So I'm so excited that you have joined me in my kitchen once again. Thank you for all of those that have subscribed to Cordell the Culinary Diva on YouTube. I hope to get many, many more subscribers. Please post your comments. Please send me any comments. Please Facebook message me. Please Instagram message me. Please post any comments on my YouTube as well. I welcome any comments, any suggestions, any questions, or anything that I'm doing. So please, by all means, let me know. I'll be happy to provide some feedback and also get some feedback from you guys out there. So my onions have softened down, so I'm going to begin to add my kale. So just add the kale a little bit at a time, and then it starts to wilt down. It'll cook down. And you could do any type of green. You could do Swiss chard. You can do a collard green. I wouldn't saute collard greens. Some people do saute their collard greens. I don't. I like to cook my collard greens for a while so that they have an al dente texture and not a tough texture. So that's just my preference for collard greens. So I'm gonna let that saute down. Turn this down some. As this kale cooks down. I'm going to add a little bit of seasoning to this kale. This is just complete seasoning. You can buy the complete seasoning in any grocery store nowadays. They even sell it at Costco. Complete seasoning is absolutely delicious. It has, salt, pepper, garlic, parsley, mixed in the powder form. It's like, it's a really good seasoning to use to have for adding that extra flavor to things. It does have salt in it, so if you're using salt, don't add too much of either. Kind of balance it out. I'm going to add some more kale. As you see, it's a beautiful bright green color. So I'm going to keep adding and get this sauteed and cooked down. Checking my carrots. My carrots are doing really well. So now the next stage of my carrots, it looks like my carrots are ready for the next phase. So with my carrots, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some Jack Daniels. So this is basically 2 shots of Jack Daniels. Be very careful because this is flammable. So I'm going to add 2 shots of Jack Daniels. Amazing. We're cooking in the kitchen here. And as you see, the flame goes out. Absolutely beautiful. Let me get my kale cooked down. If you are not experienced, do not try what I just did at home. Do not try it in your kitchen if you are not experienced. because it will definitely blow your socks off. So I have been cooking since I was 7 years old, so I know my way around the kitchen. I'm going to add a little bit of more olive oil into this kale. And then add the rest of the kale. And a little bit more complete seasoning. This kale is almost done. It doesn't take long to saute kale. And then I'm going to turn the carrots all the way down because I don't want them to burn. Show you the finished product of this kale and the finished product of these delicious glazed carrots. So now that I have the carrots basically glazed and I put in the Jack Daniels, I'm gonna add one last twist to it and we'll be good to go with our side dishes to go with our oven fried chicken. I'm gonna put this complete meal together and we're gonna have a delicious dinner. The oven fried chicken is ready. As you see, it's beautiful and golden brown. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna plate this up. It's gonna be absolutely delicious and amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a piece. It's perfectly cooked, as you see. Look at that, it's perfectly cooked. Get some kale. Put it on the plate. And then get some of these beautiful glazed Jack Daniel carrots. There you have it. Oven fried chicken with delicious kale.